Okay, there we go. Getting set up here. Oops. There we go. See here. Hey guys. Got to, I am trying, always running the struggle bus. There we go. Okay. I'm hoping my battery is going to be charged enough, but we'll see. I'm going to unplug his. Plug in the leveler mount. So I can. How's that sound, Carl? You hear me? Good to go? How we sounding? Let me check. How do we check? Check? Okay. Good. Sounds good. Alrighty. Excellent. I got so much wire here. How you guys doing? Not sure who's here yet. I think Tyler might be here. Carl's here, of course. Awesome. Well, thank you, Carl. Yep, I am set up here. I wanted to charge the phone, but then I realized I'm left holding the end of the microphone. Hey, Travis, how you doing? George. Hi, guys. It's good to have you come out. Last time Travis came a little late. We were ending the party, so you got to miss out on some things. But good to see you. Travis, you got a pretty nice little setup going on there. You're getting pretty Gucci on that Jeep, mister. I saw those Instagram pictures you put up on that wiring system. Man, oh, this is, hey, Carl. Yeah, this is actually, I would text, but I can't text Riley now. But I got this hat from my buddy Riley, right there, Blood, Sweat, Tears. This is actually his brother's company. He's got a welding school over here in Washington. You should see what showed up today. Oh my goodness. Travis, I don't know. I'm gonna have to live vicariously through you, Travis. But yeah, so I got to talking to a company out here. I met one of the owners for a local company, and I got some more news on that in a little bit, but he owns a welding company, manufacturing company, and his brother owns the welding school over in town. And you can go get full-on certification welding, basically a bachelor's degree in welding. And it's a really big school, really popular. And so it does pretty good. And he sells these hats. And I like that hat. It was pretty cool. Blood, Sweat, Tears. That was pretty neat. So, and then I saw somebody from Virginia. Was that it? Where am I? See if I can, nope, cancel. I missed it. There it is. Gary, there you are, Gary Madsen. Good evening from West Virginia. Good evening, Gary. How are you, sir? How's it going down south? So what do we got here, Travis? Yeah, so Travis, I'm gonna have to look at those, I'm gonna have to look up some Instagram pictures later, huh? Maybe when I always do Instagram when I get ready to go to bed. So I do that, but glad you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, so it's November. It's another live. I'm going to hang up my wiring here. Super cool, excited. As I was saying, I think we're kind of crooked in a way, but it's my stand. Try to straighten you out a little bit. There you go. This is that stand I bought like 4 years ago from the church, like garage sale thing. It was like $10. Works pretty good. I've had it for 4 years now. But anyhow, yeah. A lot of exciting things going on here the last few weeks, actually, since the last I did a live with you all. And it's been pretty interesting. Matter of fact, though, we're going to start out the evening the way we started out last month. And that is, what am I drinking tonight in the shop? What are we going to endeavor into? Well, this one is a Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select Tennessee whiskey. I heard some pretty good things about this, and so I went to the liquor store and picked me up a bottle, and it's pretty tasty. So it's really good. So this is going to be tonight's libation, and I thought I would share that with you guys. So let me spin you around here a little bit. Good thing is I got the cord all stretched out now, so I can venture away a little bit more from the, as long as I don't get tangled up, I can venture a little bit away from it. And I keep my glass in the freezer with a little bit of ice. So we got some ice on here, and I just keep using it over and over again. Got to keep forgetting I got the lavalier mic on. So I'm going to pour myself a little bit of this, and probably it's not the best way to drink it, I know, but that's what I got there. I got there. Good evening from West Virginia. That's right. Hey Nate, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Nate showed up just in time for drinks. It's pretty good stuff, guys. I gotta say, that's a pretty good taste. So what's been going on in the shop? Well, first off, who else is here now? Let's check in with everybody. I'm going to set you guys up, and I'm going to have a seat here. And let's check in with everyone, make sure everybody's okay. Let me drop you here. There we go. Excellent, excellent. That's a pretty good view, huh? I like the flag back there. I like that flag. So, gonna have to get a flag case for one of these days, huh? Gonna have to do that one of these days. But actually, I'm gonna probably move back a little more and do this. Oh, I got some new decals the other day. They're kind of like a test decal in a way, and it's these here, and they're made out of metal. They're actually a foil, and they have a really thick or really good adhesive on the back apparently, and you can put them on glass and wood and metal and plastic, cardboard, all that kind of stuff. So kind of neat. But they're supposed to be shaped like Wyoming, and they're not shaped like Wyoming, are they? No, they're square. Even though most people say, how do you know what the shape of Wyoming is? Well, Wyoming's kind of like that. I'll exaggerate it, it's like that. But it's a little bit narrower on the top than the bottom. Bottom's a little wider. And I ordered some like that, but they sent me the other ones. You like the sticker. Thank you, Carl. But yeah, they're kind of neat. But yeah, they're metal. They're like a thin metal foil. Wishes. Hey, Tom. How you guys doing? Tom, how you doing? Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, Tom. I'm going to see that right there. Your greater family of friends. Stay healthy. And then Nate Flat Earth. That's why it's square. Oh, boy. Nate, you've been putting out some pretty nice pictures over on Instagram there. Hey, hey, Luce. How you doing? Jonathan, how you doing, sir? Well, tonight's drink, this month's whiskey with a knife maker, or bourbon with a knife maker, is the Jack Daniel's here. And I picked that up. I was watching a YouTube channel where this fella does a lot of the videos. Hello from Novato, California. Good choice for a drink. Hello, Melanie, how you doing there? Yes, I was watching a YouTube video, and this fellow was going through a lot of different variations of single malts and single barrel, double barrel, and bourbons and scotches and the whiskeys, and I kind of fell down a rabbit hole with that. So on my phone, I created a list of all these different types of drinks, and last month for October's live, I showcased Wyoming whiskey, and so I had that last month, and so I picked up some Jack Daniel's for this month, and this is pretty good. It's definitely not a Macallan, that's for sure. The Macallan 18 was really good. I like that, and I still have not yet to get a. I still don't have a bottle of the Jack Daniel's, but Sinatra. Yeah, so Jack Daniel's Sinatra was really good, but Macallan 15 was pretty tasty too. But I figured I'd share this with y'all and talk a little bit about shop and what's been going on lately and enjoy a drink. So please, if you're having one, let me know. Some of you don't drink at all. I don't seldom drink. I don't do it very often, but I thought I'd do it, once a month with you all, just to kind of share and start a little trend. So, but the other thing I do. Cheers. Hey, Jen. How you doing, Jen? Hopefully everything's going okay over there by you. So, Carl, the scales on the knife you posted today are really pretty. Haha. Carl, you're jumping the gun, aren't you? I've learned to dodge the statement real quick. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate with a little bit of whiskey is good. Hey, Calvin. Hey, Calvin, that's what I did this time. So that's it's supposed to be pretty good. Been better, but I'll survive. Yes, you will, dear. Yes, you will. You will definitely survive. And I believe there is some lasagna ingredients in the fridge. So I was just telling everybody when I had my whiskey or a bourbon, every now and then, I just love to have a piece of dark chocolate. It's really, really tasty. Around a campfire or something, very nice. Oh, I just kicked my chair. I just dropped a little bit. But so what's been happening in the shop? So we got some folks checked in, and so we're covering West Virginia, California, Oregon, and Wyoming, and South Carolina, because I can't forget Calvin. Many of you guys don't know Calvin's the fella. He's that ugly son of a gun that came out and helped me build the table, which, by the way, Calvin, the table's still in good shape. There it is. Table's still there. It's all in good shape. Oh, Calvin's in Georgia. You heading up this way? I'd be the other direction. So, but okay, so what's going on? What is happening in the shop? Well, I have been very busy. I just sent out some knives. Keith, as many of you guys know, Adventure Two Wheels, him and his wife just got their Karatsuki the other day, and Lori's enjoying it. And I started some other knives, one of which is a custom Montana, which Carl is eagerly awaiting. George Kerr, we're in Arizona at the moment. Hey, George. Oh, that's nice. You're still in Arizona then, okay. Well, about a month ago, I was feeling a little bit rough around the edges, and Carl's checking in from Waterville Plateau in central Washington. I was feeling a little rough around the edges, working in the shop, and I put out some feelers and ended up picking up an apprentice. So I think he might be watching here. I'm not sure. Not sure if he's watching tonight. He probably went home to eat. Cohen is his name. He's 16 years old and he goes to school at the same high school that Ben and Ella do. And he kind of delved in and started getting his hands dirty and learning a little bit about the ropes and what happens here in the shop. And he's been doing pretty good. And today he did his first hand sanding on a knife. And I would show you that knife, but Tyler would probably yell at me even though he hasn't checked in yet. He was texting me, asking me when the live started, and now he hasn't checked in yet. But Tyler with Forgotten Coast Canine has, he'll probably get upset with me because the knife we were working on today was the Forgotten Coast Canine knife that we're going to be putting out soon. Matter of fact, we should have myself and Forgotten Coast Canine should each have a knife in hand next month for next month's live. And it's next month's live, I'll announce the knife and show it off, and then I'll put pictures up on Instagram and on my website and everything. But Forgotten Coast Canine knife, the first knife that we're making, is actually being raffled off. So if you want to get a head start on that, trying to get the first knife, head over to ForgottenCoastCanine.com or .org and look them up, and you can make a $10 purchase, $10 raffle donation, and it'll put you in for the knife. And so I tell you, it's a nice knife. It's a very nice knife. Now, we're making it a basic style, so it means when you're going to see it, I elaborate more next month, but we're going to come out with a basic design with standard materials. So when you buy the knife, that's what you get. You're going to automatically get that. And then we're going to end up turning around and offering options. So when you go on the website and you buy the basic knife, like a CodyWorks knife, you'll be able to then turn around and add Coco Bolo or Madagascar Ebony and stuff like that. So you'll be able to do that kind of thing. And then you'll be able to upgrade it and make it a little bit more yours. And just like some of the Coyote Works knives I've done for folks, if you opt to not get the pin, not get the Forgotten Coast Canine pin in, you can opt for another pin, customize it the way you want. Proceeds are still going to go to Forgotten Coast Canine, no matter what. The reason why is Tyler and I spent several hours in the shop working, and I think I've mentioned this in previous videos or lives, but so Tyler and I spent at least 5-6 hours in a couple of days working on this knife and this design. So I'm excited to get it going. Matter of fact, I actually have the prototype right here. I had to do that, tease you guys. I made one for myself and had some blemishes. It wasn't 100% what we're going to be doing for Forgotten Coast Canine, but I made one just to kind of get the feel and see what it was like. So when I get done making some of the other ones, I'll probably put that one up for sale. That one's nice because that one's in grade A Coco Bolo, and it has a hunting pin with a bugling elk, brass and silver. And yeah, the grade A Coco Bolo is just beautiful. And then it's got a raptor skin whole stick sheath with the Playtech Tech Lock. So it's really nice. All hand sanded, satin finish. But you can't see it. Can't show you. I can show you this much. I'll show you that much of it. See, look at that Coco Bolo. Look at that tang. Ooh, it's nice. That's all you can see. That's why I tease you about. So that was it, guys. I'm done. See you later. No, can't do it to you. As Carl reminded everybody, there's another knife I have to show you. So, and I saw a comment come up. So let's check here real quick. Here we go. Stephen Peterson, greetings from Washington State. Hello, Steve, and how you doing? How you doing, sir? How you like your Coyote pup? You're liking it, enjoying it? Have you used it yet? I'd like to know these kind of things. I'd like to see what you guys are all up to. There's Greg, look at that. He finally made it. Cheers, Marine. Here you go, sir. You guys remember Greg, right? You know, my old Marine buddy? We're doing this. I haven't seen Ruby come in, but there's that's the drink for the month. We're doing a little Jack Daniels single barrel select. So, Semper Fi to you too, sir. Semper Fi to you. So I was just talking to those guys about I received it and absolutely love it. Can't wait to get another one. January 1st, the books will open up, and we hope to try to get like 5 knives of different styles out every month. At least 3. I'm focusing on, of course, we're going to do the Forgotten Coast Canine knife. I'm going to try to get 5 of those a month out. And then Coyote pups and the bush knives, those top 3 sellers we're going to do. And then after that, probably throw out a few homeless knives. I'm hoping to do more of those this year to at least have, maybe 1 or 2, 3 knives that'll just go up on the website that are just going to be standard knives. So this way, if people want, they can kind of save up and do what they can do. I was hoping to do that this November and get the website up and have a couple of knives up for sale. But some of the people that are supporting me, the companies that are supporting me, reached out to me for something for Christmas presents. So I was able to kind of, I'll either make some, put them on the website just for sale. But with the companies that have been supporting me the last few months, I can't say no to that they've done such a good thing for me. And one of them in particular is Mike with Renegade Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. He's just been phenomenal. And so when he came up, I had to step up and help take care of Mike like he's been taking care of me. So I apologize for not having anything up on the website, but that was one of the reasons why. One of the other reasons too is we're working on this Forgotten Coast Canine knife. So the knife will actually be available January 1st to order. But next month on my December live, I'll go ahead and do a video and showcase what the knife looks like, as well as Forgotten Coast Canine will then have their knife in hand, so then they can proceed with the raffle in January. But at least this way there'll be photos and video out there and people can see it. From what I've learned so far, Tyler had somewhere around just under 200 entries for the raffle so far. And that's, $10 a chance. But they've had somewhere around 200 entries to date. And that's really exciting because, again, I'm making a knife, I'm sending it to them. All of that money they're raising, everything, it's all on them. I'm giving them that knife, so it's going to be nice. But the knife you're going to be looking at is just going to be right around that $375 mark, I think, somewhere about there. But it's going to be really nice. It's 2 inches wide. It's made out of D2 steel, of course, a really good high-end steel. You guys know I don't do the cheaper 1085s, 1085, stuff like that. Using 3/16 inch D2 steel, hand sanded, satin finished. It's about 9.25, 9.5 inches long, 2 inches tall from the belly to the top of the thumb placement. And it's going to come standard with my kind of canvas micarta scales and the Forgotten Coast Canine custom pin. And then if you want that, but you want to upgrade it with like cocobolo or some fancy woods or a leather sheath, you'll be able to do that on your own. But then we're going to take a percentage of the sales of every knife are going to go back to Forgotten Coast Canine. So it's a really cool thing. I'm really excited about it. I like the knife. And since Greg was late to the party, I'll show Greg the knife like everybody else. That's all you get. That's all you get. Oh, there's a sheath. There you go. Oh, there was a blade profile. Oh, can't show that anymore. Can't do that. Can't do that. But, and then Greg missed out, but as I was talking about Caleb, or Cohen. I hired Cohen to kind of just the butt, not even the tip. That's right. I have an apprentice in the shop. His name's Cohen. And if you're on here, everybody, hey, Cohen. He was supposed to jump in here. I haven't seen him jump in. I'm not sure if he's subscribed or what he does on YouTube, but he said he'd try to remember to watch. But, yeah, Travis caught that one. But Cohen started last month. It's been about 4 weeks now, and he's actually doing really good. It's doing really nice. He stays off his phone, not like Tyler, always on his phone, not listening to anything anybody says. But he's done really good. And today he hand sanded a knife for the first time. And Dan Mayo, that's right. But he was hand sanding a Forgotten Coast Canine knife. So he did good on it. It looks nice. But I can't show any of that yet. So matter of fact, I think Carl mentioned it. I did a picture or video of this next knife I'm going to show you. And a Forgotten Coast Canine knife blank was in the background. That was an Easter egg. And I just remembered that. So there is a little bit of the Forgotten Coast Canine knife. It's on Instagram, I think. Maybe it's a YouTube picture, but I think it's Instagram. So on Instagram, I think I did a picture or video and of this knife here. And there was the blank I was working on was in the background. So it's kind of funny. Okay, Carl. 5 more part-time hands and you can get caught up by next number. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up going. Being good keeps you busy. Yeah. The bad news is though, my chiropractor, I don't live next to my chiropractor anymore. Doom Digger, hey, there you are. Jeremy's in here. I got my Coyote Works knife, love it. Worth the wait, thanks for all of it. Very good to hear, Jeremy. That's very good to hear. See, I'm getting used to the call signs now. But, so this is a knife that some of you guys saw the pictures on, some of the Instagram videos. This is Stan's knife. This knife's going to be going to Hawaii. And I don't think I have a knife in Hawaii yet. So it's going to be kind of neat to have a knife in Hawaii. But he picked out a Montana. And what's really nice is I've actually showcased this Montana a little bit on Instagram. And I think it went over on Facebook too with some videos. But Stan wanted a Montana that was a little bit more custom. And so he picked out a Montana and he wanted the gut hook. That's right, I did a gut hook. I don't like gut hooks. I really don't. Oh, they're so tough to do. They struggle so much, but it's got oil, it's not sharpened. I didn't want to sharpen it before the video because I was afraid I was going to cut myself. But that's the Montana, and it's a gut hook. It's the only one I've ever made. I've only made three knives. I got oil on it. I got oil all over my hands. I had a napkin around here earlier. I've only made three gut hook knives in the past, but the gut hook knife I've done in the past were bush knives. So, see, Forgotten Coast canine knife. There it is. Oh, we started 5 coyote pups already too. See, it's nice to have help in the shop. Cohen actually worked on those. He was able to grind out some shape and he drilled out the tangs and all that stuff. So he's been doing really good with that. So, sorry about that, guys. Okay, had to get my oil. He wanted the stand, getting back to Stanley, he wanted a custom Montana with the gut hook on it, like this. And then I ended up surprising him because he's Polish. And I actually got some custom pins made. I call it the scared chicken. And I get hit all the time by my wife, but she's at work, so. Anyhow, Stanley's knife here has the Polish eagle. Hopefully you guys that'll come in okay for you guys. You've seen that okay. And what's really nice is you'll notice the crown is of brass. So it's got that gold look. Super nice. But yeah, really this is the first knife with the pin. And this is the first knife, Montana, with a gut hook. But it's even more what the first is it has the red and white liners for the Polish flag. But I also did, he picked out, this is stabilized curly mango. And it's not very easy to get a hold of. And it's not very cheap either. But it's super beautiful. All right, Carl? Gorgeous knife. I mean, just amazing. I'm trying to wipe off more of the oil so you guys can get another look at it again. But just a beautiful knife. Really nice. It's got a strange spine here, of course. But really, really pretty. Really nice. And oil's a little dirty here. And with these red liners, the red and white liners on there, yeah, it just turned out really nice. Really pretty. So, and then Stanley picked out he got the raptor skin, chestnut. It's a brown raptor skin. It's like that leather look. And then there was enough of the material left in the block of wood that he's got the ferro rod right here. And the ferro rod polished up really nice too. You see that? It's just really, really nice, this wood. Look at that. Just very pretty wood. So, really nice. And it's a 4-inch ferro rod, and there's about a 1/2 inch or 3/8 in the wood. It's epoxied, so it doesn't come out. And it's 3/8 inch diameter right there. So it's a really good ferro rod for light duty use, emergency purposes, stuff like that. If you want to get into bushcrafting, I recommend going to a thicker one, like a 1/2 inch. And I've done those for folks in the past. Actually, Mike from Renegade Plumbing, he's got one. And then it's got the tech lock on the back of it. So, but super pretty indeed. But that curly maple though, or curly koa though, look at that. Book match ends. It's a book match set. So basically what that means, for many people I might not know, book match means it's a block of wood. You cut it lengthwise, put the blade in the middle of it. So all the curl and all the figure goes from one side to the other, and it matches. Same with the belly. Just like that. Man, nice even shoulders and those red and white liners. So really, really nice. Super. I was stressing over this knife. Yeah, I was kind of stressing over it, Stan. But he's in Hawaii. He does HVAC. Nice looking knife. I still haven't used my ferro rod. I've used the heck out of the pup though. Good. Glad to hear that. Travis. But Travis, with all of your fancy stuff, I don't think you'll ever get to use a ferro rod. Carl says, amazing combination of scales. Yes, thank you, sir. But yeah, real pretty. So tomorrow I'll sharpen it up and get it going. Get it out the door probably by the end of the week. So I'm probably not going to leave the shop tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff going. And then the kids all have a half a day tomorrow. So Cohen's going to get out of school early and hit the shop, come out here. I've got another knife, another Forgotten Coast canine knife. It's going to be mine. I'm going to work on that one, get the blade profile done, and then he's going to hand sand that. And then hopefully by the end of the day, tomorrow we'll have them both going into heat treat. And then Friday, maybe I'll do the heat treat on Friday, get things wrapped up there. And then on Saturday, Cohen will come back out and they'll do a full day. He's got his own coyote pup he's working on doing that. Our trip last year shows I start fires with my batteries. Yep, indeed. So nobody else is, I'm the only one, I'm drinking alone. Is that how you guys are going to do me? I see how you are. So I'm not a big drinker. Not a big drinker, but it's good. That's why I got my water next to me too. So, and Greg didn't probably see that. The metal, the new sticker, but that's made out of metal, Greg. It's actually a thin foil sticker. And it's been embossed. Yes, Jeremy, I know you don't drink. I know that. You have your water, mister. Calvin's got rum. Alka is bad for my gout and my heartburn, yes. The heartburn, I can relate to that. Get a little bit of that myself. So, just like it. Well, and this is just for Greg. That's just a tip. That's all you get. That's for Greg. So, I'd say that was for Christopher, but Christopher's not here. Just poured an Eagle Rare. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for not letting me drink alone. I appreciate that. So yeah, so we got our booze, and we got Cohen starting in the shop, and we got the Forgotten Coast information. So again, next month's live will be the release and the reveal of the Forgotten Coast canine knife. And then January, you'll be able to pick one up on my website. And the raffle one, you can get in now. And then January, I think it's January, they're going to do that. So, well poured. So we're going to do that. What else? Got the Montana knife. Okay. The next thing. I have another new knife design that's coming out, and it's called the Hand. Oh, the Forgotten Coast canine knife, that's called the Companion, by the way. So it'll be called the Companion. We thought that was really nice because Forgotten Coast Canine, what do? They provide dogs for PTSD, right? They provide a service member, a companion. I thought that'd be great. And I shot that over to Tyler and Chris, and they love that, I guess. So it's the Companion. So that'll be the other thing. But the new knife we got going on, I designed with a new friend of mine and a fellow business owner, Riley, over at Red River. He's one of the guys I was telling you about that owns the welding manufacturing company. Him and I designed a knife together last week, 2 weeks ago, and I just got 3 of them out of heat treat, and those are nice. Now they're only going to be like 6.5 inches long and about 1.5 inches total height. 2.5 inch blade, and a nice little handle, but it's called the Hand because he does a lot of stuff on horses and cattle and stuff, like a lot of people have experience in out here. I don't, but I always wanted a Wyoming knife, like I have in Montana. And looking around, a lot of people here in Wyoming, they don't carry a knife much bigger than 7 inches, 7.5, kind of slender, not very big. Like the Coyote pup, it's almost twice as big as what a lot of people carry around here. And they seem to carry it all in a pancake style sheath, leather sheath, pancake style, meaning it's like flat like this, and your belt will go in one loop and go behind the belt, the knife, and come out the other belt loop. So the knife sits out here. And so they all carry it in leather. They all carry it like a pancake or some kind of style, whole sheath, puts on an angle. and of course leather, but not much bigger than 7 inches, maybe 7.5, kind of slender. So I was talking to Riley, and we looked at some other styles and knives like I make and other people, and we took 2 of my knives, put those together, and we took a little inspiration from a Benchmade, and with size-wise, with like the length, and we came up with this new knife, and I'm super excited to have it, and I'm hoping to have mine done next month as well. Don't know if I'll have the leather sheath done in time for the video, but I will have the knife done to show you guys. But it's really nice because we took my Jasper, we took the Kit Badger knife that I designed with Ivan Loomis, Kit Badger, and we took the Benchmade length, that narrow length, and it was really cool. So Jeremy, I will be happy to. But the downfall is, now I know guys, I always like to mention that because I'm a little different than other knife makers. This knife will come in a leather sheath. That's how it comes. So to Nate. So it comes in a pancake style leather sheath. Now I'm kind of kicking around the idea of maybe just selling the knife and then letting you guys decide if you want it in Kydex or leather. And then you'll have to select one of those options. Maybe that might be up some people's speed. Only reason why I say that is because when I start making leather, anybody that makes leather, it's not very inexpensive. Say that. Not expensive, but I'm not cheap. And if many of you have seen my leather work or seen the previous videos, I don't do leather. I do leather, for all my sheaths, but I'm not a professional leather maker like my buddy Tanner over at Claridge Leather or anything. But with that said, I keep my prices down. I try to get what I can, material-wise. But leather in and of itself, just by nature, isn't the most inexpensive thing to make for a sheath, especially when you do pancake. I've done a couple pancake styles in the past. I never showed anybody. I just did them. I played with it. Just like when I was making my In the Waistband holster, I did a video a couple years back. I got that. I think that's the only gun video. Any video that I have up that had a firearm, I think that's the only one that's left, is that one. But the knife it's not going to be cheap, but it's not going to be out of the ballpark expensive. I'm trying to, work on all that. The downfall is pricing with it all. Now I want pancakes. The bad part is everything's gone up. I just got a ton of steel. I invested a pucker effect amount of money in my business in steel, that I have enough steel and knives for almost 300 knives. Yeah, I got a little carried away. It's kind of doing inventory today. And Biden did that, yes. Yeah, exactly. Steel was cheaper a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. My steel was cheaper then. But yeah, so I got steel. I bought steel in hopes it would last me a couple of years, 2-3 years. 2020, I did 95 knives, worked about 7 months, 6 months. 290 for everyone else. That's right. But everything was cheaper. Yeah, that's right, Nate. But my steel, it went up. And when I mean went up, it went up almost $5. If I was to take some, like a Coyote bush knife, that knife, that steel went up $5 per knife. My cost, like, I raised the price of the knife. It's like, I had to raise the price up because I'm like, okay, the knife, I just paid $5 more for what it would take to make each knife for steel. Add that. Then I bought my Carta. I might have talked about this in October, but I bought, I think, 30 or 40 sheets of my Carta, 5 inches by 10 inches. 2 sheets does 5 knives. 1 sheet of olive drab used to be 27 might cost like $27. Now it's like 35. Yeah, 33, something like that. So I had to go back to the website, make the adjustments again. That wasn't cool. My pins, Now my custom decorative pins, Alexi hasn't changed his price for me. It's probably because I've been buying from him for 5 years, or the fact that I've got like 50 some different designs. I've got somewhere around 100 and some pins. Some of them for companies like Warrior Boat Society and Kit Badger and Icon Vehicle Dynamics. Those are more, I got Five Finger Death Punch. I've got Nissan Titan. I have Guga Foods. These are like company dedicated pins for specific knives and stuff like that. I've got those pins, but like the Polish flag pin, and I got army pins. I don't know. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that I got army pins. I don't know. Did I show you? Have you guys seen those new ones? I've got U.S. Army pins. I've got the Polish flag, the Polish eagle, and I got what else did I get? I got another new one. I don't know if I showed you guys. I don't remember. I think I did. I think it's in the last video because I got them. I got them like 2 months ago, 3 months ago at least. Oh yeah, I got them in May. No, the eagle pin I just got like a week ago. So you guys didn't see those, did you? You guys don't want to see any new pins. Nah, we'll just keep drinking. You don't want to see any pins. I'll just sit here. Drink. Y'all got quiet all night. Not unless there's a delay, but you all got real quiet. I had to look up to see how many people are. I looked up at the number of people that might have been here. I was like, did they all leave? Am I not live anymore? But yeah, so I got that Eagle drinks. That's right, Travis, drinks. Well, let's see here. I don't know if you guys saw the pins. Okay, we'll raise you up here. We'll take you. Got a few minutes. I'll take you over here. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking around in a hospital with my IV my IV thing going here. Oh, Greg just said something. I think I did. Travis and Greg. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. So there's a lot of them stickers out here by me. So, well, what should I show you first? Okay. Well, you saw the eagle pin, so I won't have to worry about that and what he said. So what I'll do, I can't show you the knife. Can't show you the knife because I told Tyler I can't do that. So, but that's their pin, Forgotten Coast Canine pin. Yeah, it's going to have a hard time focusing, I think. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard. But basically it's our company logo, the green paw, so you can kind of get a look at that. So that's nice. That's going to be nice. That's going to be a nice deal. And then, of course, I did the Polish eagle. There you go. Kind of see that there. There you go. Got that one. Greg started trouble over in the comment section. Oh, I can just see it. I sense it. Calvin fell asleep, I'm sure, because he's not there anymore. And, oh, let's see this. I missed somebody's comment. Carl. Oh, you want to see that? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll show it to you. The Army. I got a lot of Army pins. It's almost like I know people in the Army. Jesus. I got a ton of them. Different kinds. I got Special Forces Regimental Crest. I have the Special Forces Crossed Arrow. I have a sniper pin. I have the 3rd Infantry Division. I have the 10th Mountain Division. And I have Army Corps of Engineers. And now I got the 2 Army pins here. It's the Army Seal, the crest. So brass and green, and then silver and green. So I don't know how you guys are can't really see them. It's 9:39 here. I got the sneak peek of the pins apparently. Yeah, just in time. No, you didn't see these, Calvin. These weren't here. Look at that. The Army pins. It's the Army crest. So however you want to look at it, but yep. So brass and silver, or brass and green and silver and green. So I got those. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that was it. So that was 2 Army pins, Forgotten Coast, and the Polish pin. And I think that is it. Yeah, that was it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel I'm missing a pin. Oh, that's because I had another pin for a customer. It was Benjamin Laylock. I did the Kiritsuki for him. You guys will have to check Facebook or Instagram for the pictures. I've done a couple of Kiritsukis the last few weeks, and one of them had the carbon fiber liners in it, and it had a custom pin. It was Ben Laylock's pin. Hit that like button, people. Let's keep him from the bottom of the YouTube bucket. Yeah, please. That's yeah. I just had a comment. I just had a conversation with somebody about that. That was a whole nother struggle. I liked it from my phone and TV. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. So yeah, Red River. Okay, here we go. This is the Red River knife now. And now it's not, they just came out of heat treat, so a lot of you guys know what they look like. Hey, Mark. Hey, guys. Mark Pates, Colin's dad. Remember Colin, our Marine? Hey, Mark, how you doing, sir? He's down in California, too. So, hey, real quick, did Colin... I refurbished his knife, guys. I don't know, I didn't do a video on that. I don't think I mentioned it. Not sure. But Mark sent me Colin's knife, and I broke back out the sandblasting cabinet, sandblasted it all down. I put an edge on it, and I made him 2 new sheaths. So I haven't heard from Colin about the different style sheaths and what he might have liked and didn't like. So hopefully everything works out good. But yeah, I cleaned up his knife and shipped it back out to him. So, but you know what? Let me turn you guys around. I'll put this on the wood, on a table, on the workbench here. So then this way you guys can at least see what the knife looks like in better contrast. Oh, sorry for the close-up. Let me take you off of this here. I'll spin you guys around. So here you go. So this is the hand. Now the hand is going to be, as I'll do it here, I'll line it up on that. I will ping you this weekend. Okay. Look forward to that. So you're looking at the 1-inch line. We're looking at about 6.5 inches. Right there. Let's get that. 6.5 inches and about 1.5 inches from the belly to the spine to the spine of the handle. So from the belly to the spine, 1.5 inches. And then this right here, when you measure it from edge and you follow the curve, you're at 2 3/4. But right now we're at the 2.5 inch mark. Right there, you'll see. Right where the choil's at, where the ricasa and the plunge line is at. So that's nice. So what's really nice is Riley really liked the design of the handle on the Kit Badger knife, but he didn't like that grind, a long, narrow, Scandi grind and stuff. He wanted a flat like that, but similar to the Jasper. Yeah, you know, and that's where the Jasper came in, because he liked the flat grind, and he liked the handle of the Kit Badger knife, the Woodsman shank. So we got the Woodsman shank handle. We got a Jasper, but this is narrower because the Jasper's about 1.5 inches width on the blade. And as you see here, it's just about 1.25 inches. So then blade's a little narrower and just a hair shorter. The blade in a Jasper is just a little bit longer. So, but that gives you the idea what that's like. And so the idea is being able to have a knife that can still grab your fingers. Now Cohen, my apprentice, he's got big paws. He's got big, meaty paws. So the handle's not really good for him. But for guys like me, average size hand, no hair, large, stuff like that, it fits really good. And what's nice is this, right at the transition where the grip meets the spine of the blade, your thumb can come in there, but you can spin this around. You'll be able to hold this and have a 90-degree edge, and then use your ferro rod or strike your magnesium and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's right. Greg got his stolen out of the truck. So, but so that kind of gives you an idea on what we're looking at for in regards to that kind of thing. I like it. I'm looking forward to the fit and the finish of what we were going to be getting later on. So I'm really excited about this. This one, I've got 3. So one of them is going to be mine. One of them is for Riley. And the other one is going to be a present that he's going to be presenting to someone this Christmas. So that's why I'm hoping to have my knife done, but I don't think I'll have a sheath done for it because I've got to work on his sheath. I've got like this nice Coco Bolo I'm going to do on mine. So that's going to be mine right here. And because it's a Wyoming knife, I'm going to put the bison, the Wyoming bison from the flag. I've got 2 different Wyoming pins. One Steamboat. Steamboat's the name of the horse that the cowboy was riding. Forgot the cowboy's name. But the bison is also on the Wyoming state flag. So I'm going to put a bison in my Cocobolo scales because it's a darker grade. I might even change this. But what's in the bags on the pallets outside the shop? Oh. Greg saw a squirrel, everybody. Greg saw a squirrel. So that is, I've always been, yep, you're right, Travis. I've always been a little bit of a prepared mind. Now, although Mike hooked us up with an awesome vacuum system, or HVAC system, we actually have 2 wood burning stoves inside the shop, or inside the house. And so we picked up a couple of pallets of wood pellets. So I've got one downstairs in my office. I've got to feel like I'm on IV. My question too, wood stove. Yep, so we got a pellet stove. We have one downstairs in the basement and the office next to the what's going to be the family room area right down there. And that thing holds like a bag and a half of pellets and is super efficient, kicks out heat. It's just amazing. It's great. But then we got a really fancy one inside the house upstairs in our living room, in the living room. And that's a built-in, it's by Quadrifire or something like that. That takes about a bag, right about that. And even though we don't use it that much and they don't lose power very frequently out here, we did want some of this just to help offset I left my drink in there. We use it to offset the power usage for the furnace system, even though the furnace we have is pretty good. And then in case there's any issues, it's just nice to kick on the pellet stoves and put them on. And every now and then, it's just nice to have that ambiance. I like the heat. It's got, there's like fans built in, so it kind of blows the heat. And it's really nice. It's kind of cozy. So there was a sale going on at our local place. So we picked up a couple of pallets of it. Actually, that was one pallet, matter of fact. Yeah, it was like 60 bags or something like that. I forgot what it was. But that was about 45 pounds a bag, something like that. Patterson, do you like the even heat? Oh. Do you like the even heat better? Even heat better than Paragons. Oh, hey, Dave. I like even heat. I have not used Paragon. Paragon is a little bit more of a higher end from what I've gathered after talking to Will and Alec. Will Sedler, Alex Steele up in Montana. I don't know if you guys know, we got to go a couple of years ago to visit her shop for Ben's 16th birthday, 2019. 15th birthday. 2021, yep. 15th birthday. We went to Montana and Alec and Will opened her shop up. They were closed, but they opened her shop up for Kasha and I and Ben and Ella. And we got to hang out there for a couple hours and, talk shop and look at things, talk to him about he was just getting the Paragon ovens in and stuff like that. He likes them. Paragons, they're a lot more digitally detailed than my Even Heat is. And this Even Heat is probably, it's an 18-inch deep. It's right around I think it was like $1,800 when I bought it 6 years ago. They do have a fancier computer system you can put on it. And I can take the system I got on there now, take it off. I can put the computer one on. That would be fine too. But I don't need to because I only do. That's the other bonus about staying with certain steels is if you only stick with certain steels, I can program my D2 and my S35VN with this for their heat treat, and then because there's 4 savable programs, so I can save this. I'll go to custom here for a second. Press custom user 2. I just got done doing a temper cycle for the D2 knives. I did those 3 Red River knives, and then I've got Mike's kids picked out a couple of the Kit Badger knives, but they wanted the long slender style of that, so they picked those out. So I just got done doing a heat treat for D2. So user 2, that's my temper cycle. So I do that. So it's sequence, it's 1 sequence. Rate 450, it's a full rate. It sits at 450 degrees for 2.5 hours. So that's what I soak those at a temper. You can temper them for 3 or 4 hours. Once they're heat treated, you can temper a blade for 5 hours. It ain't gonna do anything to them. So you do that. So, but you just, now it's ready. I press that. Now it's gonna start climbing up. So there's that hit. So I'll cancel that. Then you got start another one, custom. You could do different ones too. I could do pottery and glass. That's my alarm option. You bead, I forgot what that was. I never use it. Ceramics, and there's custom. Custom is what knife makers use. So I just select that. Now I got 4 options, 3, 4, and there's 1. User 1 is set for when I do my heat treat for D2, depending on the thickness and length of the blade. In this case, like all of them, it's all 1850 degrees, but it's the time it's an heat treat. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. Depends on the thickness of the steel. All that. You know, it's nice. It's held up good. It doesn't seal as well as a Paragon does, but it does work. Plus, it made a trip all the way to Wyoming in the back of a freight truck, so it did get a little banged up or something, but it's working. I tested its temperatures, and they're still spot on, so, I mean, it lasted there. But a Paragon that can do kind of like this, you're probably going to be looking at like $3,500, $4,000. These are probably $1,500, $1,600 maybe, you know, this style. Now they got one that's got a whole bunch of different programming, and I can take this off and buy that, and I can put it on here, but I don't need it. I don't do that many different steels, but that one's probably $400 or $500 more because it's more of a computer in here. But Paragons are nice. If I could afford it, great. But I was starting out new, and that's all I could afford. And so it was like $2,000. That's what I got. That was like with shipping and stuff. So, you know, so I could afford it. But I've had it for 6 years. I've been making knives over 7 years now. I've had this for 6 years, and other than being, like I said, banged up a little bit here and there, it's been working pretty good. So, but what else? Let's see what else. I think that's about it. Oh, I got to do a big shout out to you guys too. I don't know who's done it. First off, when you guys buy t-shirts and hoodies and those long sleeves, when you go on my website, it's best to use a desktop computer or tablet, because cell phones, you don't get to see all the swag. But you guys, thanks. Because when you buy stuff from the website and it gets fulfilled through Bunker Branding, they send me a check direct deposit every month. I get paid every month. This past month was really nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was more than what YouTube paid me. Probably not saying a whole lot, but it's what they call mailbox money. And I just thank you guys. I mean, the hoodies, we got the hoodies changed. Oh, well, that was rude. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it wasn't as loud to you. Air compressor. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you guys buy swag off the website, Bunker Branding they send me my money, once a month. I get it all. Hey, keep it down. Woke up, Calvin. That's kind of like that brake check. But yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Even more so, I'm waiting to see if I'm supposed to get it this week, incoming. But I've got beanies. I'm working on beanies, stocking like caps, and so they're sending me my sample. They mailed it yesterday, so it'll probably be here Saturday, if not Friday. Anxious for that one. So if I get it and I like it, we're gonna work on what colors we're gonna do. And then the one I'm getting, I think, is heather gray. But I'm anxious to see that. And it's gonna be embroidered, so it'll be kind of nice, but just in time for winter. But those also will get put up on my website. And then if you guys buy those, they get fulfilled through Bunker. But all the little bit helps. All that little bit helps, so I do appreciate it. And then trying to think what else I had going on. There was one other thing. Brain farted. Old age. It's a compressor. Scared it right out of me. But I think that's about it. I think we covered everything okay. Oh. Scully or full beanie watch cap. So it kind of flips over. I don't know what you want to call that. It's the kind that you just pull down and it can flip over a little bit. Does that make sense? And then it'll be embroidered with the new logo that Ellen and I designed. The new design for CK Knife and Tool. Not the old one, but the new design. Ellen and I did that one at the kitchen counter. But so hopefully that's going to come out okay. So if it does, I'm excited. If it doesn't, I've got one. I've got 3 stocking caps actually. I have 3 stocking caps. When will the books be out in need of a chef's knife? January to be it. Tug. Danny, hey there, Danny. I did see some comments pop up. I missed some. Let's hear. Danny Gallant. Hello, everyone. Hello, Danny. How you doing? And Tog, T-O-G-E, Tog? Or Rogue. Mean the Rogue? Darren, Melbourne. Hey, how you doing there, Australia? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll be watching for the announcement. Yes, so January, first week of January, probably won't be January 1st, but it'll be the first week of January. The books are open. Now, like I said in the last video, I'm not going to leave the books open all carefree la-di-da. I have to, we call them together in Canada. I'll open them in January. Only some knives will be available to order in January, and there's going to be a limited amount per knife. So, like the Forgotten Coast Canine knives, there'll be only 5 available every month. That's it. Coyote pups, 5 every month. Coyote bush knives, 5 a month. That's it. And then there'll be like 1 Kiritsuki, 1 chef's knife kind of open for order. They always take me a little longer to make, but I only have 1 of those available. So the first person to get in and order, that's what'll be available for that month. That's it. So I'm trying to fulfill orders based on the needs of what I get via email and comments and stuff. And I do know that the Coyote Works knives are still very popular. And then the Forgotten Coast Canine, I have to do that. I got to make sure that those guys can get their knives. And then the Kiritsuki is one of my top selling ones. Oh, look at that. I say the word Kiritsuki and look who shows up to YouTube world all of a sudden. So maybe the compressor just woke Keith up and he had to go get his YouTube face on. Forgotten Coast Canine's here. Doom Digger. Will the new hand? Yes, the hand will also be available in January, but those will also be probably maybe 3 a month at best, something like that. Those will take a little longer because, again, it's a leather sheath. And if I'm kicking out 5 or 10 knives of other kinds, and then I got to do the hand and then do the pancake style, so you guys understand. So there's going to be a delay like usual in some of your knife orders, that 4 to 6 months. But I'm going to try, what I'm trying to do, especially if I can keep going in, and is keep it closer to that 4 month or less. That's kind of my goal, because I'm really hoping that if we just start cutting knives out, drilling tangs, making some basics for folks to buy, that's going to be what most people want. Honestly, I've sold more Coyote pups than any other knife to date, and most of them were standard. Micarta, canvas micarta, black, natural, or olive drab, natural, and black, in that order, and basic sheaths that kind of go with it. Then after that, the Coyote Works bush knife is pretty much tied with the Kiritsuki. They both beat out the Jasper. The Jasper was a very popular knife, so that got sold a lot. So basically what I'm trying to do is get everything balanced. Do you have any idea when the Montana will open up? January. That's right, Tom. Well, somebody else commented, but yep, Tom, it'll be January. There'll be Montanas available as well. I'm only going to probably do maybe 1 a month on those as well. Again, they're not popular in regards to the Coyote Works styles and the Kiritsuki that I make. But hey, Jeremiah Johnson, good to see you from Redmond. How you doing? We call them together in Canada. I missed that, Danny. Good day from Melbourne. Okay, got caught up. Okay, sorry. Yes, Tom. Montana will be available probably the first week of January. That'll be good to go. And there'll probably be 1 of a month for those as well. But again, I'm trying to balance. Basically, what I'll probably end up doing is, and what ended up happening is, for efficiency purposes, I have 1 kiln, and it was only me at the time, but I heat treat the pups differently than a Kiritsuki, of course, because they're D2 and it's stainless steel, has 35 VN. But I also heat treat the pups different than the bush knife. Or, like a pup could probably go with a bush knife can go with a Montana, but if the Montana has a tapered tang, I have to change the heat treat. But if it has a full tang, it can go with a Coyote Works bush knife, because they're almost the same size. That makes sense. The more steel I remove from a knife, or the thinner it is and stuff, it changes the dynamics of a heat treat. So when I do knives, I try to do knives in a batch, so it saves on me running the kiln. Like I did 5 knives today for a heat treat, but I did 3 of them the hand and 2 were the woodsman shank. I call them tokes. Tokes. Danny's still talking foreign to me, guys. I know I'm part of Uper, but I don't understand all that Canadian talk. And my buddy Jason and David aren't in here. Blind Man Overland's not in here. And neither is Jason from Overland, Alberta. What's going on? But so the heat treat process, I try to keep it to where I'm keeping a certain amount of knives heat treated together. So I'm going to try to just do batches of 5 for some of the popular ones. And if they don't get sold right away, it's heat treated, it's done. So I didn't waste that heat treat process, if it makes sense. So I'm hoping to do that, but Montana's, there'll be one up for you, Tom. I know you've been itching for a Montana. I know that, but we'll get it going. We'll get that all sorted out for you. But otherwise, I don't know if you guys have anything else. I really do appreciate you guys stopping in. Next month's too, not only are we going to do the release for, we'll have a hand, the knife at least, maybe not the sheath, but a knife, Forgotten Coast Canine. And then I think I'm going to have a guest in the shop in December. Kind of a guest. We'll see. But I'll have somebody else here with me maybe. At least that's the plan for right now. So that's it. But I'm really excited to have met local companies and gotten to speak with people like Janelle over at Sign Boss and Gillette. She's a great person. Had a great time talking with her. Riley over at Red River was great. Hey Devil, my refurbished Coyote pup looks, well, look at who just showed up. We're about ready to sign off, guys, and look who just chimed in here. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Hey Devil, refurbished Coyote pup looks amazing. I can't believe it. Let you know about the new sheets. I haven't been able to train much with them. Colin checked in, guys. Semper Fi, sir. Just in time. I was to sign off and I was to take a sip. And here comes Colin. But yeah, so December's going to be exciting. It's Christmas. I want to take this time that I really enjoy your channel and all your content. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate all the support. Everything we can get. I do appreciate it, I really do. But Riley, Red River, of course Mike and Joel for coming out the other day and meeting Janelle over at Sign Boss. Great. Kevin over at Rocky Mountain Discount Sports. Kevin's helping me out with something. Hopefully it comes to fruition in December. I'm really excited about that. And if I got that all finished, I'll be able to share that with y'all. But December should be really nice. A good announcement. New knives, finished, new information to share with y'all. Excited with that. I have my new stocking cap. Hopefully I'll like that. And then if I do like it, it'll be up on the website within a week. I know that, but at least 2 weeks. But thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it. Again, buying the swag. I saw that. I got my bunker branding check. That was really cool. Thank you very much for that. I sold out almost all my coffee. I bought 30 bags. I got 6 left. So cool for that. But that's mostly Mike and Joel. Them guys are addicted to it. But big shout out to them guys, as well as for John, or brain farting now, Jim over at Crown Pounder Coffee for helping me get all that together. That was really nice. I'm gonna have to get some more coffee pretty soon here before Christmas time. But I think that's about it, guys. We'll close it up there. Unless you guys got any other questions, I'll keep an eye on YouTube. Well, at least keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook over on CK Knife Tool. I'm more active on Instagram. Got questions, shoot me an email. Many of you guys got my cell, can reach out to me that way. Hopefully my voice was not bad on this. I feel like I'm strained. So you should put Band-Aids with your knives. Jim, when I buy stuff, I get these Band-Aids from the company I buy my Kydex from and stuff. They're very good Band-Aids. People have been following my channel long enough. I've used them. And I was telling Cohen about that, the apprentice. And I had somebody tell me, you should put Band-Aids with your knives. And I said, well, I'd thought about that. But the other downfall is, I'm not very superstitious, but I just think you're kind of jinxing a person. Because there's a few people in here, like Carl, for instance, that, yeah, they didn't need a Band-Aid. He needed stitches. So I'm afraid if I put Band-Aids in there, I jinx people or something. I don't know. But I did thought that'd be kind of funny, kind of cute. But, whoa, look at Gary Dowling. Hey, buddy. Shop Looks fan, my pre-Wyoming Coyote Works. And Uh, can't wait to get one. Nice. Well, thanks, Gary. And thanks, Ken. Everybody else. Yeah, just getting voice is getting worn out though too. I get worn out. It's just tough. It is. That's one of the reasons why, the YouTube and everything's kind of died down. That and the way YouTube's treating people like me and other ones. And it's hard with the voice and stuff. It is. But I'll try to at least do once a month like this. I think it's kind of nice. And not everybody gets to see it right away. But at least the video's out there then. The downfall is it's always a long video. I'm looking at the ticker now and we dragged down quite a bit, guys. But I needed stitches. But again, guys, thank you very much. All the stuff, like this video, share it with people, everything else. Got to do that. And this here's for Greg before we go. Just a tip. You all take it easy. Have a good one. We'll catch you later. Thanks again for stopping over. And again, all the support. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe, happy Thanksgiving. From my family to yours, have a good one. Bye-bye.